that just makes too much sense. Sometimes you gotta shake it up a little bit. And I am obsessed with Star Trek Voyager. Hi, my name is Adriana, and today I'll be going over my TBR for the month of October. For the month of October, I'm planning 3 physical reads and 2 audiobooks. I could technically read more, but October is going to be kind of a busy month for me, so I want to keep my goals a little more realistic as far as what I think I can actually accomplish reading in a month. I'll start off with my physical reads, starting with Cabinet of Curiosities by Preston and Child. This is the 3rd installment of the Pendergast series, which revolves kind of around this super FBI agent named Detective Pendergast. I have read the first 2, Relic and Reliquary. I have a review of those 2 up on my channel if you want to check that out. And I've also read some of the kind of spin-off series from this overall Pendergast universe, but I am excited to dig into this 3rd installment. From what I hear from my sister, who has read Relic and Reliquary and this Cabinet of Curiosities, this one delves into the character of Pendergast a little bit more. He's been kind of an enigma up until this point within the series, and I'm excited to dig into his character a little bit more. She said it also takes place mostly within his own home, so it's definitely going to be more of a character study, whereas the first 2, Relic and Reliquary, were definitely very heavy plot-driven mysteries. So I'm really excited to jump into this one, and I think a cozy mystery, kind of spooky, is going to be just the perfect thing for me to start off the month of October with. The next physical read I am planning on is Everyone Knows Your Mother is a Witch by Rivka Galchen. I received this book in my indispensable subscription box from Powell's Books. It is an historical fiction taking place in the 1300s, I believe? Nope. It is an historical fiction taking place in the 1600s, and I read this blurb once and I can't actually remember anything in here. But it is taking place during, like I said, the early 1600s in a small village. This woman is kind of, I guess, the town doctor, you know, like you would have in those medieval villages. She just made a lot of, you know, like healing potions and stuff, and later on is accused of being a witch, and her son now has to defend her. I'm really excited for this book. I knew as soon as I got it in my subscription box that I was going to save it for October, and I think it's just gonna be perfect. Love a good witchy experience. Oh, and because I got it in my indispensable box, I also have this cute little pamphlet to go along with it, so I think that's going to make for just a really cool reading experience, as far as having an interview with the author available to me, as well as some kind of more in-depth questions and facts about the book itself. So very excited about this read. Keeping in with the witchy theme, my next physical read I am planning on is the Ex Hex. It comes out September 28th, which should be the day after I post this video. So I'm going to try to get it from the library through the Libby app. If not, I will just be either buying a hard copy somewhere or buying an ebook version. But from what I have read and in some blurbs and stuff, it sounds just like a super fun witchy romance where a witch recently got broken up with. She puts a hex on her ex, and fun, crazy adventures ensue from there. So I am really excited to jump into that one. I think after, you know, some heavier kind of mystery, thriller, historical fiction, I'm gonna need a bit of a light, fluffy palate cleanse. Getting into my audiobooks, the first one I'm going to start with, which I don't know if this counts as an audiobook or not, but I would like to listen to the audio version of Macbeth. It's available with a full cast from my library, so I am planning on listening to that. I've never had an interest in Shakespeare. They made us read it in high school, and I absolutely hated it, but for the book club that I am a part of, we recently read Hamnet, and I ended up kind of enjoying that a little bit more than I thought I would, and it got me kind of interested in maybe checking out some more Shakespeare. And I definitely think because I have such negative connotations with reading Shakespeare in freshman English, I think going audiobook is definitely going to be a better way for me to go about it, especially with a full cast, because I'm going to be kind of ingesting it the way it was meant to be ingested. And I picked Macbeth because witches, and I felt it was probably the most Halloween appropriate of Shakespeare's entirety of work. I don't know. We'll see how appropriate it ends up being, but that's what I'm gonna start with. It would make sense to listen to Hamlet after reading Hamnet, but that just makes too much sense. Sometimes you gotta shake it up a little bit. And then finally, for my last audiobook of the month, I am planning on listening to Strange Weather by Joe Hill. It is a collection of 4 of his novels. They're all horror, thriller based from what I can tell. What really drew me to this collection is that Kate Mulgrew is listed as one of the narrators. I love Kate Mulgrew. For those who don't know, she played Captain Catherine Janeway on Star Trek Voyager, and I am obsessed with Star Trek Voyager. Most people probably know her from Orange is the New Black. I am not much of a horror reader. I don't think I've ever read a horror. So I think this will be a good way for me to kind of dip my toe into the horror genre, see if I like it. If I do, maybe I can expand my horizons a little bit into there that way. But I am really excited. I think this is gonna be a really fun kind of jump into getting into the spooky spirit of the season. Please let me know if you have checked out any of these books before and your thoughts, and let me know if you have any other suggestions for spooky season, if you will. I love this time of year. It is my absolute favorite, and I am so excited to jump into these mystery, spooky, romance, just everything. We're gonna be across the board this month. And thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.